we should not lower ourselves to the same level as our opposition. Welcome to another installment of Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms for your NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there will be a link in the description box below. But let's talk about this here. Now, some information came to me through a mutual acquaintance, and I looked into it a little bit further because it just seemed a bit crazy to me. And I realized that it wasn't exactly true. And unfortunately, the people pushing this, I would think would know better than to do this. But I'm going to show you this here. Gun Owners of America on their Twitter page and tweet, U.S. House of Reps votes 226 to 194 to criminalize disassembling, cleaning, and reassembling your gun without a firearms manufacturer's license, including 8 Republicans. Then they go on to see how your reps voted. Of course, I immediately, I take nothing at face value, regardless who says it, who puts it out there. I go look for information on my own. Of course, right away, I found this information here. This is from the website Lead Stories. Fact check. House did not vote to criminalize disassembling, cleaning, and reassembling your gun. And it starts out, did the House of Representatives vote to criminalize disassembling, cleaning, and reassembling your gun? No, that's not true. A House gun control bill passed June 8th, 2022 would regulate ghost guns, untraceable firearms that can be assembled at home. The legislation, which is not expected to pass the Senate, has no effect on an individual's ability to disassemble, clean, and reassemble their own gun. And there's the quote there. There's a tweet from Guns of America. I'm going to come down here to context. Here we go. Now, there's a section of the bill, and I'm going to leave all this in the comment section. It's always there. But here's the section where they believe that Guns Owners of America got their information from. Okay, definition section 9021A of Title 18 United States Code, as amended by this act, is further amended. 1. In paragraph 10, by adding at the end the following: the term manufacturing firearms shall include assembling a functional firearm or molding, machining, or 3D printing a frame or receiver, and shall not include making or fitting special barrels, stocks, or trigger mechanisms to firearms. It goes on to say this is apparently the part of the bill that GOA interpreted to say that the House voted to criminalize disassembling, cleaning, and reassembling your gun. It is the only place where the word assembling appears in the bill, but GOA's interpretation is wrong. These stories reached out to Daniel Webster, co-director of the Johns Hopkins Center for Gun Violence Solutions, in an email to Lead Stories dated June 9, 2022. He offered the following explanation for what the bill does and does not do. The House bill would expand the definition of a firearm that would be regulated like other firearms to include do-it-yourself gun kits that allow individuals to easily make a firearm. He added, if you are not in the business of selling firearms or firearms kits, this would not affect your ability to disassemble, reassemble, and clean your firearm. As a final note, it's worth mentioning that the House bill faces an all but certain death in the Senate. It is not expected to become law. They need 60 votes and they're not going to get them. But basically what this bill comes down to is, of course, gun kits. You know, I know a lot of websites, I'm not going to mention any of them here, but that sell the kits minus the receivers. You literally have everything except the receiver to make a firearm. So they're talking about people who sell those kits, and if you don't sell them, this isn't going to affect you. So unfortunately, GOA got that wrong. And the reason why, as I said before, I did this is because we can't start acting like our opposition, because they're experts at doing this kind of nonsense, and it's not helpful in any way, shape, or form. So as I said, when somebody gives you a piece of information, check it for yourself. Don't take it at face value. But as I said, this whole bill anyway is not going through the Senate. It won't make it out of the Senate because the Democrats at this point in time are pushing as much anti-gun legislation as possible, knowing that it will never get through, even things like the domestic terrorism bill, because they're going to use that as foundation for their, when they go into the midterm cycle. And you're gonna see, I'm telling you, you write this down, mark it on your calendar, write down the minute and seconds I said this. They're going to use these events that have happened recently to spur people's emotions to get them to vote for them, because they have made such a horrific mess of the last year, 18 months or so. They have made such a mess of things that they have nothing else to stand on. So they're going to go before the people and say the Republicans voted against protecting your kids by voting against gun control. That's all you're going to hear. That's what they're going to try to use to soften the blow they're about to receive in November. But I hope that GOA would correct themselves on this, and people should not take things at face value. Always find out. Get facts from both sides, pro and con. But somewhere in the middle is the truth. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified the next time my video goes live. I will see you on the next one. Peace.